Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Draw! This week's episode was drawn by Corzet.
Hi. We're drawing Jeff the Killer.
Like she promised.
Yeah, there's so many versions of, people interpretations.
Interpretations?
Yeah, of Jeff the Killer. So I was looking at some of them. When I first saw the Jeff the Killer, I did not get the original image. I got fan art. So I'm like, I need to look at the original picture.
Which is really weird. I think that you'd get the original first.
So I had to reload it, found the original, so I started looking at the original. So weird he doesn't have a nose.
Yeah, he doesn't have a nose or eyebrows.
So
or eyelids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no eyelids. Which I have a lot of logical flaws with that.
And so with the hair, so many versions, I'm looking at all the versions, look at the hair. So let's come up with random hair to give Jeff. Creepy kid thought that hair was weird because it was curly.
Yeah, it was like his hair is like kind of straight and kind of lays by his face. And I was not looking at the pictures with Corzet, but once you see that image, it just gets ingrained in your mind. You don't forget it.
For example, this one, eventually that hairstyle I settle with was the one I'm like, I am so stuck. And then I started thinking about Boy with a Band.
Boy in a Band.
Boy in a Band's hair.
Yeah, you guys know who that person is. If you don't, just look him up. He's funny.
Yeah. So that's what I got inspiration for that hairstyle. Started doing the different points of, I don't know, the angles of the face.
That's profile.
Profile. I don't think it started off with profile when I was thinking about it, and then it turned to profile. I don't know how it turned to profile. Things happen when I draw. Now I understand it. Sorry. Also with the head, I ended up giving his, I think, creepy kid pointed out that I put wrinkle things on top of the head. I'm like, that's so it helps me make sure he can emote emotion.
Yeah, because like a lot of your emotions are controlled in your eyes and your eyebrows, and if you don't have eyelids and if you don't have eyebrows, it's kind of hard to convey emotion.
One odd thing about this recording. The recording kind of went weird.
Yep. We don't know what happened. It just something weird happened.
Yeah. So you might see it starting somewhere around here.
Yeah, just something weird happens. We don't know what happened.
You don't know.
But
I think it's something with the recording program, something we did on accident.
Yeah, but
she did, not me.
Fine. But one thing, I guess, can I talk about the logical flaws I have with Jeff?
Sure.
I have problems with Jeff because since he has one, if you carve your face like that, wouldn't you have some problem with either blood loss, infection, something bad would have happened there, right? My second one is that, if he got past if he cleaned himself up correctly so he did not get the infection and all this other stuff, then how does he still have eyes? And it's what, yes, I know that, they're, things that keep your eyes in their sockets besides just, they're, muscles and your optical nerves and all these other things that keep your eyes in your head, but it's, how do they not dry out? Because he's not blinking, constantly keeping his eyes lubricated and stuff, so if that happens, your eyes would constantly tear up. So Jeff would constantly be crying at all times. And if you really think about it, because of how much salt is in your tears, that would kind of be painful, considering he has these huge scars across his face that he cut. So that's just a few things that I'm like, that's kind of weird about Jeff. I really don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things you could think about that if you really find his image extremely disturbing, like I do, and it just creeps you out, just think about things like that, and it can kind of help you, and you'll just be like, oh, well, I mean, technically this wouldn't make any sense, and each time you point out something that doesn't make sense, sometimes it can help you out. It helps me out. I don't know about you, but it helps me out. Yeah. So
also, if you think this sketch and the last sketch you saw me sketching looks different, because they are different. Because at some point the program shut down on me and I had to redraw it.
Yep.
So that's why you have this version right here.
But she had a screenshot though, so she kind of got to trace her last image, so it wasn't completely from scratch.
So, yeah. I changed it a little. then also, it was kind of just me coloring on top of a sketch. I ended up making a lot of like lines thicker and cleaning up as I was coloring. Awesome. Yeah, always see Jeff in a white hoodie, so I gave him a white hoodie. And just for color, I gave him my boots.
I used to think that Jeff was just a floating head because his famous image is just his head. So I was thinking, oh, there's no body. He's just a creepy floating head that comes up to you in the middle of the night and says, go to sleep. And then he just kills you and your whole family. And I was like, no, I thought that was like legit. And I thought that was the thing. And I'm like, if that is his story, then I'm like, I'm okay with that. He's just a creepy floating head that just murders people. I'm okay with that. But then it's like, no, he's a person with a deformed face. He deformed it himself. I'm like, oh.
I thought you needed to avoid like Slender.
Okay. Okay then.
I really like the boots. Actually, this whole outfit, when I was actually drawing it and coloring it, I started thinking of Zephyr from Rises of Fate or End of Eternity. So that's where the color came from. Just thinking of Zephyr from random reason. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about where the music came from?
Oh yeah, the music. Oh yeah, we just walked 2 steps, knocked on the door, and asked her brother to make it, and asked about ambience and who made this.
Yep.
Boy, yeah.
So technically,
He also gave a tutorial on how to make ambience.
Shh! Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. You can't talk about that. It's a special art to making ambience. There is a special art. So, now that we have that out of the way, we're going to flood the description with plugs to our brother's projects and things. By the way, this image is kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy.
At one point I do randomly give Jeff blue pupils because I found it creepier than the black ones. So, I was wondering what pupils are. No, it's just randomly. That's creepier to me.
It is creepier. Just that comes at you in the middle of the night. What do you do? It's
Join
not
the
what
window.
do you do. It's what can you do. What can you do right there?
GTFO.
You jump out of the window, Slenderman's gonna get you. You dead. You dead. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Let's Draw. Please remember to like and subscribe, or else I'll send Jeff after you. What's wrong with you, woman? I'm trying not to choke on my own spit. Just stop the recording.